he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Heavy Metal Customs. Of course today, we're back in our 68 Mustang conversion. It was a coupe, we're making a fastback out of it. For those of y'all who haven't followed the build, if you haven't, run back through and check out the previous playlist. We've been doing a lot on this car. And speaking of that, the video before this one, how many people noticed that I put the roof on wrong? I noticed it, of course, but I was just wondering how many people picked that out. I didn't see no comments about it, so apparently those that noticed it were just being nice. Appreciate that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, the roof here does not go under the quarter, it goes on top of the quarter. I actually tried it both ways. Of course, I did check out some other videos, see what other people were doing. I know it goes on the top, but I just wanted to check the fitment of it both ways. But that's the first thing I'll do today. We'll snatch that roof out of there and get that back where it belongs. And that's how the roof's supposed to go on. You can see, yeah, it fits just fine. Actually, it fits fine either way. But this is the proper way to do it. And the front's fitting pretty decent. The issue I'm running into, this piece here, I've got a screw on the back side. I don't have one on the front side. You can see she's gapping right there. Well, that's going to throw me off. Same way in the back. See how it's gapping over there on that side here? I think I'm going to take this loose and actually move it up just a shade on that side. But I mean, that is part of it. You're going to have to move stuff around 50 million times, measure 60 million times, and only weld once. But hey, that's how it goes. Alright, so what we've done, we have went through here once again. Carefully measured, remeasured, then we measured, then we measured, then we used the levels, then we measured. This is all correct. I got some weld through primer drying on this here. So what I'm fixing to do, I'm going to weld in the front brace and go ahead and weld in this rear brace. Casey's going to get all the holes punched. Tell me what you think about that new hole puncher thing. I think you'll like it. It's easy to use and it's just so much fun. See? Look at that. Alright, well while he's doing that, I'm going to get my welder set up and get these two braces burned in. Alright, the welding's going along great. Got all them holes welded up along the floor pan to my sides. I got everything welded underneath. The other piece is done. So now I'm going to weld in my seat platforms, as you can see. And on the front, we're lucky because we have this opening here. We're going to put him on his long clamps and hold it. But on the back, not so lucky. But yes, right below these are two big holes about that big around. So you run the bolts and nuts through to hold your seats. So what I've done is grab some bolts and nuts, put them in there and tighten them down. And that got me where I'm nice all the way through here. I got it all pulled down flush. Because these do not just sit down and sit in there really pretty. You got to put a little bit of pressure on them. But that nut and bolt trick, that does the trick. So, let me get them welded in. Alright, C-pans are welded in. Like I say, with that bolt trick, I took him two bolts, took them over to the other side. She went in there just fantastic, and they welded up fine. I'm very, very happy with all of that. Alright, we got all of that ground down and looking good with the hair ground this down. Got some primer on it. So yeah, looking good. Alright, so at this point, what we're going to do next, we're going to remove the quarter panels. We're going to use our handy dandy hole puncher, get some holes punched in on some weld points, and get that goofy brace in there right. It just doesn't want to fit correct at all. Something may be up with it, but we'll fiddle with it and we'll get it where it needs to be. Then go back with the quarter panels, get them welded in, and then we can set a roof on and get it welded in. Well, let's get busy. Get that piece fitting in there where I think it needs to fit in there, or at least it looks good right there anyway. Yeah, not too shabby. All right, got all of our holes punched in this. See, we run down through there and done a lot of them, and the other side. Got the rear, got that top. Roof's already done. The filler pieces are done. So, let's put the quarters back on this thing and start getting everything lined up, ready for welding. Got these pieces back on. They all seem to line up very well. Everything seems to be sitting where it's supposed to sit. Pushed in this panel here just to check on my gap and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty close. You got to fiddle with them a little bit to get them just perfect. Pull that down with a clamp and I think that'll line up great. Our tail light panel went back in there just like it was supposed to, and our driver's side. Yeah, that all looks good, and I'm pretty much happy with that. Now let's throw the roof on and do another test fit on it. Got the roof on. Front runs down through there, looks fantastic. The back, the thing that gets me, see how close this is right here on this gap. We have the same measurement here, it's 3/8 gap. And it fits like it's supposed to in there. So come over here, we have a 3/8 gap here, but look at this gap here. I know this panel's got to come down some, but not that much. But what I done, I took a spot, this spot right here on each side, and measured straight up. And I got 34 5/8 on each side. So the roof is where it's supposed to be as far as distance goes. Maybe this is just the way that it's stamped. This was stamped down a little further or something, I'm not sure. But everything measures out and measures up square. Just like around the window here, you notice the insides, got a little bit of tab right there. A little bit of tab sticking out there, like when this inner was constructed, everything wasn't lined up when it was spot welded. Not me, the people I bought it from, Dynacorn. Just like this side here. And if you go up there, it really lacks some. But I can't move that quarter in. If I do, the roof won't fit. So we've got to go by that roof corner right there to line everything up. and I had to mash that down in there just to get it to fit good. So, I reckon I'm going to take me a lunch break and start burning in these quarter panels. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Well, here we are at the end of the day, and this is how far we made it. Welded, ground, looking good. We have the roof held in place right now with just clamps. Like I say, I'm not going to get into welding today. May come out here tomorrow and do some more. Got all this stuff welded in there. All that up through there. Like I said, we got it welded, ground down and primered. Everything underneath. Yeah, looking good. And everything's fitting really well also. Like I say, the roof's looking really good, sitting right where she's at. I'll come in here tomorrow or Monday and we'll get that roof welded, and then guess what? Do some more grinding. Yep, weld, grind, primer, repeat. Pretty much how it goes. Well, everyone, I reckon that's going to do it for this week. It doesn't look like a lot was accomplished because we just took a picture from 20 feet away. It looks exactly like it did last week. But there was a lot done. We got, how many hours we get in this week on this? 24. 24 hours in on this week. It was a lot of work, but everything's lined up, everything measured out perfect, and everything's level. So that's worth the time and effort that it takes to do it right. Well, everyone, we appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you would, throw us down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on the super thanks. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate you watching. Keep your eyes out for the next one. Until then, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.